Hello guys, in the name of God, we are going to start our fourth session on AutoCAD Electrical. So, today we want to draw a new circuit. It's a three-phase circuit and we will draw and we will say how we will change the connection of the end of a 3D phase electromotor. So, let us start. Click on new drawing. Wait until it opens for you. So, click on line as you always should do. We draw three lines. Okay, choose dimension to define a distance. So click on it and click on copy selection and copy selection. Now line again, excuse me, line now. Click on first line that you have draw. Click copy selection, move it down, and here you are all set. Delete these three distances, erase them, click on line, one line here for your first face, and now click on dimension again, dimension until here. Okay, wait, I click on it, so here is good. Click on it again, double and put it here. Here is good, and you're all set. So line, move it down, line again, and you are all set. Erase those two distances and you are finished. So we have our three phases. Now click on single line. Text you should write the name of the phases. You can write RST2 instead of L1 or L2 or L3. So we write this time R S and T. So you must ask yourself what is the difference between the L1 and L2 or the L3. We use them in IEC systems. The Germany system, however, uses RST. Then their name for the phases. There is no differences between them. It's only the system that we use them. It's the difference. You can use one of them, but you cannot use both of them in one circuit. So click on rectangle, draw a box about here. It should be three parts. So you should get at least three of these cubes. And how many parts should it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think it should be true. Move it up a little bit. We'll move all this electrical plan up a little bit because I think it will get a lot of parts this time. So move this a little down. I want to make your job easier here. So as you can see, we are going to divide it. One part is here, the first part. We are going to copy selection. This part is copy selection. Then we have three parts, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So move it a little bit in there. Here is good. Click on line and draw a line that will divide it in two parts. So now click on it again, copy selection it and make another of this line. So here you are, you have about 24 parts, 24 cubes, or we can say, and you can draw a triangle here and a Y in here to indicate that it's a Y and delta connection at the end of your three-phase motor, and you can write 1 and 0, and I will explain why in our last circuit we had 0 here, 1 here and 2 here, but here we have 0 here, star here, delta here, and we don't call this Y. If we call it star, it's a star, and we don't call it, this is delta connection, delta. So in each way, so here you go and write 0 to indicate it's off. I said in the previous video, why do we write 0? 0 indicates that there is no connection. That means no switches have any relationship with each other, that they are off. So here our delta, here our S star, excuse me guys, and you are going to make it to a delta. It's not a perfect delta, a little down there. Should make it, here is good, I think, or I can do something. This line that you saw in here, we'll make it go there, and another one go to this, and delete this line now. If you delete it now, you will be good. So you have your 0, star and delta. You can write also 1, 2. So we are going to write the connections that we have. So here you have a connection. The connection that you have in here is for the star. When you rotate a switch in the star or delta, this command will be for you. So connect one in here and click on line again here, and on delta we have it too, and in delta and star connection system, and there is no need that you how can I say, the end of your electromotor is X, Y and Z. So there is no need that you do it by your hand or by cables. For example, you need to connect 3 cables at the end of a 3-phase motor to determine if it is delta or star. But in here, you can do it simply by this 3-phase key, and it will work, and it will do the job, or it will work. Click on line, should do it until the end, and it will take some time. And I explain why do we write and why do we draw this x's into this cubes. I said we do it because we want to indicate that there is connection between the switches, that they are changing at a period of time. How many lines did I use? I think more than I should. Line again. And guys, please work on your drawing on electrical plan, because if you don't draw it by yourself, you cannot be good at it, or you will not be a good engineer, because an engineer who don't know AutoCAD, it's not an engineer. So here we are all set. The zeros, there is no connection because we don't have any connection, and 0 point because it's 0, there shouldn't be any connection. Move the lines a little bit up. So now draw circles. We need how many circles? For each of these parts, 2 circles. So copy selection and copy selection. Now we are going to do our job easier, a lot easier. To here we have a better distance between the 2 circles, and there is no need to worry what is the distance between them. At least we will know how much it is. So there you have. Now we are going to write numbers for this. Click here, here. Wait until the numbers appear for you. Mine is taking a while, I think. Okay, it's loaded. At least, but not at last. Here we are going to write 2. And guys, there is no preferences, I think, in these numbers. You can draw, you can write 1, 1, 2, 2. But you should write then, you should do the connection true. If your connection isn't true, it's the problem. Here 9, here 7, and down 7, 2, 3, or 3, as you can say. And then we have 4. Then we will have 6 and 5 after it. 6, 5, and again 5, and then we will have 8, and then again 8, and at the end we will have 7. So finish. Now as you can see, you have your numbers, but you should make them in one line, and they should be as a good pattern. So make it there. This is a little time taking, but at least you will have your numbers in the right position, and you will have a better looking plan. And there is no preference in the numbers. You can write any number that you want in here. For example, you can, instead of 7, you can write 6, but they should be in order that you wrote, and the connection between the should be true. The connection is really important here, because if you don't write the connection truly, the person who is using this will not know what to do. and the person who knows to do the two mistakes, and what do you think if that person doesn't know anything? So do it till the end. I think we are going to do it and finish it, and I will give you a homework, something like that, to draw it. I want to know if you have learned anything until here. Why did I click there? Here is good. Hey, hey, this is the life. Here is good. Here is good. Thank goodness it is finished. So now do the connection that there is. So there is a connection here, 2, 2, 2 in 2, 9 in 9, 9 to 9, and 7 to 7. So here you are set, 7 to 7. Here, I think it's good. 7, 7. Here is good too. And we have a 3 to 3. 3 to 3. And a 5 to 5. 5, where are you? 5, 6, 5. 5 to 5. Here. And we have an 8 to 8. 8 to 8. So here there is all of your connection. You can make them bigger if you want, or you cannot see them. So now we are going to make the lines in their position. So here is our first line. Our first line is entered in here. The power is in here. At the 0 point there is no connection, it is not happening anything. At the start connection, however, there is more. You will start your electromotor and then you will go into the delta mode. And why, you may ask, is it like this? Because electromotors have two way of starting, a star or delta. You cannot for example, make off an electromotor and then put it on a delta mode. This is a, how can I say, this is not a good. Your mind is should be an stupid person to do this. So 3, I think it should be there. So here the second phase and the third phase. Where are you, third phase? You are going to 5. So we'll make it down till there. So the third phase to 5 here, and cancel. Now draw your electromotor. Today, however, you should do something else. So here is your electromotor, and single line text again. I said in previous video we need a big M. So this is the big M for the motor. This means motor, electromotor, as you know, I think. So here we should write three wait, the hashtag is there, three phase alternative. So I said that this is alternative. Here you go. I should make it a little bit bigger. I think this much is good. And it is a lot more than it. So a little smaller. The tree like this. So I think it's okay now. Make it there. So you have your three-phase AC motor. We are going to connect it now with the phases that we have. Sites and delete. I copy selected it, I think, but there is no problem. So you are going to take out a phase that will go in U1. Where do you think it will come? It will come from here, from 2. The first phase is from here, and it will go all the way down till here. So the second phase that we have, the second phase will come out from 4. There is 4. Here we have our 4. It will come out from 4 and go there. It's okay. And there is something else. The third phase, as you know, will come out from 6. So here is our third phase. Excuse me, they are not in the, how do we say, in the right position, or it's the same distances. I cannot make them in the same distances this time, but you do it at home. Do what I didn't, but it will be a better drawing. So no problem each way. So as we have done, there is the 3-phase coming in, but here there is something else that you need to know. For such a 3-phase motor, I will copy selection this and I will explain it here. And it is moving it. How many did I copy? Copy selection. Here is good. I'm finished. As you should know, a 3-phase electron motor have 3 phases coming in. 1, 2, and here is number 3, for example. For the end of an electron motor, there are other 3 phases, or they should come from the same source of systems that we call it a delta connection. If we do it, for example, we take 3 phases to the motor, to the entering of the motor, and we take 3 phases for the output of the for the end of the motor. Or you can do a connection that we call it Y connection or a star. Here is how a star connection is. Star connection connect the 3 ends of the your electron motor to 1. So there is, and mostly we start our motor on the star way, because it's more efficient for us. And we use delta mode for example, factories that they are really big and need lots of power. And their electromotor, there are not three phase. They are three phase. They don't have the voltage. For example, the voltage is 6,000 volts. That's a lot of differences. So we are now going to connect the end of the electromotor. So the end is here for me, and I will take out it. For example, for the end, we can connect. Excuse me, guys. I did it for the. I should do it for the first side. So okay, take it out. For example, here, where do you think it will go? It's for the first phase. We are going to connect it to 9. Where is 9? Here, as you can see, we have a 9. Here we are all set, and we connect the first. And this three-phase circuit is a little too hard to determine, and I will tell you a trick to do it better and better way, because in this way your drawing will be full of lines, and your mind will not understand which is for which. It will be a really hard work to know what is for what. So as we were doing the second line, it's going to 7. Where is 7? Here is now there is the ending parts. So the third phase, the third, why do I say third phase always? And the third end of the motor will go there, and you are all set. So here you have your three-phase electromotor. As you can see, this is not a very good shape draw circuit, and it is hard to determine which is for what and how do we say what is for what. So copy this shape in your clipboard and paste it. Let's paste here. So I want to make it easier for you to determine which line is for which. So we are going to draw 3 lines. For example, here one again. We done it again with a little bit down. So it should be okay. So draw circles on these lines with up. I think it should do it with up. So copy selection again. Copy selection. This one you should move it a little bit up. So as you can see here, there are 3 connections for the phases that are coming in from your key, 3-phase key, or how you start it. I don't know which way do you like to start your electromotor. It depends on you. So here we have our coming out says, as you will say, or as you would like to say. There is no preference for me as you. The important thing is how you draw it. So you will, here we will click on line again. This is for the second phase. and click online again. Why do I have always these problems? I know, but I never make it better or solve it. Guys, you solve your problems. Don't give them away. So here, as you can see here, there is better connection, and you will know what is for what and why this is. Let's make that. Let's move it a little bit upper. I don't want you to. And voila. So as you can see, this three-phase electromotor is better looking, and you will understand better. And if you are going to connection these to these, it's better and it's easier to know. And you will write in here, for example, U1, V1, W1, because they are the entry of your electromotor. And here you will write W2 and U2, V2. So the homework for you is to connect this electromotor to this circuit, or if you can, this circuit plus the last circuit that I have drawn, it was a right or left rotating one. If you have learned that, connect two connections, rotating that is coming in this, that will change the rotation, and it will change the delta or star connection. So I think this is all for this video. Send me your writings or everything you have done. See you guys, and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye.